The floors are sticky and you feel the bass up your spine. The lights are low and you're encased in this new world of freedom and imagination, surrounded by people and good vibes. This is an aura, a feeling you may not have forever. And All About the Aura can create and capture those moments. Hey guys, my name is Christina Wright and my business is All About the Aura. All right, so you're probably wondering, where the heck did I get this idea? It was actually on my 21st birthday. I threw a party at my own house, decorated the place. It was themed Area 21 because I was turning 21. It kind of had like this mad scientist theme to it. We had dry ice, the lights were green, kind of creepy, and I just liked the feeling. And people were just surprised that I threw this theme party, thought it was such a great idea. So I decided to start a website with all the pictures that I took with my disposable camera. And I thought it would be a great way to integrate with this project. So my initial proposal was to have an event planning and photography service for persons who like to have extravagant theme parties or just needed a fun photographer at events. And it would more so accommodate different social classes as well. The service would also create an atmosphere that people would emerge in while celebrating and capture those moments whenever they're having too much fun themselves. So while doing market research, I thought it was important to definitely emphasize on age, event attendance, and awareness. Age is very important because I do want to focus more on young people. Age is about 18 to 30. Also, event attendance and event awareness I thought was very important because I didn't want people filling out the survey that don't like to go to events, that didn't really know about events or weren't interested at all. I thought that was very important. And then age also is important for things like aesthetic, for what my business looked like, what I was going for as well. So 2 major problem questions that I had was, if you were throwing a party or an event, what's a burden that you would consider? What's the thing that you really hate doing whenever you think about throwing a party? Also, what do you miss after leaving a celebratory event or concerts? I thought concerts were a good way to integrate as well with event photography, definitely smaller concerts that happen around here in Raleigh. And based on my survey results, overall synopsis is that 21 to 22-year-olds need a way to capture the essence of an event. Definitely so often that memories are missing an event that they wish they had actually captured on a photograph. And also, they need a way to take their ideas and make them come true in regards to an event, because they're often worried about budget, decor, and also the safety of the guests, which I thought was very surprising. And that could be solved with an event planner as well. So what else was I thinking about this? I wanted to know what they enjoyed most at celebratory events and what the environment was like what they remember about it as well. And then I also wanted to know, in what ways do they see themselves using an event planner? And do you prefer film or digital photography? I thought was very important. Definitely, this is when I was starting to think, how could I make my business more unique ahead of time? And I thought it was very important to ask questions about pay, about money. Definitely, how am I going to make money, and what people are expecting to pay whenever they hire an event photographer or an event planner. I thought was very important. So based on these surveys results, making the survey themselves, I thought was a learning experience. I had to ask questions very carefully to make sure that they were understandable, and often, I did get an answer that was I don't really understand the question. Kind of embarrassing, but definitely a learning curve on there. The open-ended questions did become very interesting. Got very elaborate ones, got short answers, one words. But I definitely appreciated people that actually took the time to write out what they enjoyed. Someone mentioned a Travis Scott concert, or even simple as weddings as well. And I thought it was important to ask certain things to make sure that I was on the right track with like the film photography and the digital photography as well. And you can see some of the survey results up there. I got a total of 10 responses. I did launch a survey on Twitter, so most of my followers are closer to my age as well. So who am I up against? Who are my competitors in this world of event planning and photography as well? I concentrated a little bit more on the event planning. That's something that I don't really know much about, and definitely the realm in that sense. Event photography, since Instagram is such a big thing and everyone has a camera, it's kind of everywhere. So, and a lot of people are freelance anyways, definitely around Raleigh. So I chose to look at competitors, and while doing so, I also used them as precedents, just seeing like how they ran things and how their business was set up, what their website looked like, what I liked about their business and what I don't like. I thought was really important as well. So two of the big timers that both have super high-end clientele were David and Manish. And David throws really high-end, extravagant parties, mostly weddings, corporate events, and things like that for Fortune 500 companies. And then Manish, he does a little bit of branding on the side as well. He's worked with P. Diddy for like a couple parties in Miami. Kind of a little opposite from David Beeman. He is a little bit more modern. And also those pictures are from a revved up house party that he did with Absolut, the alcohol brand. And I also decided to look a little bit smaller, just to know what I was facing locally. I thought was really important. I saw mostly children parties, very traditional, definitely catering to weddings more and middle class clientele, unlike the big timers. Very few had like clear websites. Many were just launched from Facebook. And this is whenever I also started to notice that I couldn't find a business that was similar to mine. I was kind of happy about this because it seemed like it was on the right track to my Blue Ocean strategy as well. There were other things that I was considering with my market research. Economical income of the middle class I thought was very important. Income of my clientele. And also socially, I wanted to avoid cultural appropriation because that's often occurs during parties. Definitely around state. Trends I thought were very important, and also entertainment, whether that's like bands and other musicians. Technological, cameras, lighting, website, and contact, whether it's via social media, would be super important as well. Environmental, I want to be energy efficient. Definitely if I'm looking towards making this business pretty sustainable with the reuse of materials and decorations. Legal and legislatively, rights to my own photography, making sure that I have people's permission, perhaps, or even if they want to buy pictures later, making sure I consider that, definitely with contracts. And also venue permits. I've definitely ran into this with the Ringa party before. So for the SWAT thing, some of the strengths I had was being modern and having the sense of a different identity from the rest of the companies that I looked at. A weakness is that I would cater more to younger clients. So with the younger people, they may not have enough money, may not be wanting to spend that much. And also a weakness, but also opportunity is reusable decor. Things could happen at a party. It may not make it out at the end of the night. A strength and threats that we had were it's very unconventional the way that this business would be set up. It is a very specific audience, more eclectic, different, maybe like a low-key scene. That would also be a threat just because it wouldn't cater to everyone. And also film photography. With film photography, that does come to be very expensive. It adds up. And one shot is basically all you get instead of shooting digitally where you can take multiple photos of the same thing. And also a weakness and threat is that I would want to have a young team around my age. It could be a strength just because of the ideas we come up with, but also that level of commitment I think is hard with a young team and also doing something as unconventional as this. So with all of that in mind, my Blue Ocean strategy is for me to create a service for eclectic young people ages 18 through 30 to throw affordable theme parties with reusable decor and provide unique film event photography for both concerts and other celebratory events. I thought this was a really good idea of me combining my love for theme parties, event photography, and also sustainability all into one. And this is my business model canvas. Learned a lot by filling this out. I learned that I needed a lot more than what I thought. I didn't consider things like key partners such as DJs and venues, as well as other resources like a studio to make my decor and things like that. Also, the revenue streams, I realized that I needed to expand those, so that's why I added things such as prints and possible collaborations that I could do with other businesses in that sense to bring in more revenue than just doing photography at an event or planning it. With everything in mind, my vision is to create a unique celebratory atmosphere using reusable decor and capturing the feeling of a celebratory event or concert through film photography. And our mission is to create a unique aura within celebratory events and concerts while keeping sustainability in mind by using reusable decor and materials. We understand that some of our greatest moments in life don't last forever, and value in capturing those moments as authentic as possible. Some of our core values are authenticity, creativity, feeling, uniqueness, liveliness, and memory, of course. So this is currently my branding. It features some screenshots of the website, allabouttheaura.com. You guys can take a look at that, and still open to feedback as I'm still trying to improve it. I wanted this website to showcase more of the photography and appeal to a younger crowd, being modern, clean, and crisp. On the left side, bottom left, are the business cards. Still kind of working on those. Probably going to feature my photography instead of them having just a solid background. Also, I think music is very important to the aura of an event. I really value music and what it does and how it makes people feel. So I also showcase local artists on the website, just as a music section, just to get local people involved. And I'm also still taking artists. If you know anyone that's interested, just email me and I'll be sure to put them out. I'm also thinking about promoting upcoming parties on this website and making it kind of like a one-stop party blog site for people our age. Just like the aftermath of a party where everyone's like, oh, we had such a great time, where are the photos? They could just come to this website, see their photos on there. All right, and that's all. Thank you for listening, and be sure to visit allabouttheaura.com.